Hello guys, I'm Z-Team15 here, and we are once again looking at Gamers Lounge Summer Cup. This time the game will be between The Simpsons and Team Missing, whose their little acronym is SS, which is like Missing Gall, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so we're looking at the first two bans from both sides. Sorry after that. Give me something to talk about during the waiting parts. It's that Leshrac and Viper are the first two bands from The Simpsons. Oh, the Simpsons. Oh. I totally thought it was The Simpsons. Ah. Oh, okay. Okay, here we update that. There we go. We're updating that. Professional. So yeah. Leshrac and Viper banned. That clearly states they really don't like annoying heroes mid. Meanwhile, Zeus and Gyrocopter are banned by Team Missing. And pretty standard bans all around. A Zeus first round is pretty interesting, but with the pick of a Shadow Fiend in the very first round, just shows to you that, well, if they pick Squish, they're going to pick a little bit of Squish. And we have an Undying pickup. Pretty good against Squish. You take those squishy heroes and make them even squishier. Now, they already have Shadow Fiend. He's pretty good at dealing with Tombstone and nuking and just taking down Undying. Just do his raw damage output. This Shadow Fiend is the true glass cannon. And, well, it'd be interesting to see what the Simpsons... The one dude's player's name is Bart Simpson. I'm not sure if it's a typo in that name, but well, I'm going with it. Team Missing goes out with an aggressive Witch Doctor pickup. I mean, I say aggressive, but when you look at these two, now Witch Doctor Dazzle picked up on opposite teams. Say they serve similar healing roles, but in the end, the damage output of Witch Doctor is a lot higher than someone like Dazzle, unless you really get a good heal bomb off, I guess. But now there's an Axe band, which is pretty strong and sort of, it's a give or take sort of situation. But they banned the Axe. They don't want Axe to come and cull through a shallow grave, but in reality, with heroes like Undying and Dazzle, they're both heroes that are give or take against an Axe. Early on, taking away an Axe's health, like an Undying, is pretty huge. And also, oftentimes Axe isn't their creep wave, so a heal bomb from Dazzle does a huge amount of damage, and that minus armor that Dazzle gives is pretty strong against Axe. On the other end, the zombies just create Axe to be a spin the win machine, and for Dazzle, Shallow Grave, of course, doesn't work. Now we've seen a Magnus and a Beastmaster band. I'm just calling Simpsons. The Simpsons band, a Beastmaster, which is a strong hero against the Undying and the Dazzle. The Dazzle because, well, you can basically take that entire Shallow Grave duration and isolate a person during it. And another reason is because the attack speed buff from Beastmaster allows quicker destruction of the Tombstone. The Magnus and Tinker bands, I'm actually unsure about the Tinker. I guess Tinker ban would be because squishy heroes, Tinker could easily nuke down a Phoenix, a Witch Doctor, and a Shadow Fiend. These three pickups, they're not the tankiest of heroes. And for Magnus, Disable, BKB Piercing Disable would hurt against these two heroes already that would pick up BKBs, and the Shadow Fiend and the Witch Doctor. Now the plans of either team, they're not really fleshed out yet. From the Simpsons look, it looks like they'd want to go for an early heal baseline, and with the Queen of Pain, this early steamrolling now is still possible. I think Team Missing might have made a mistake in not banning that Queen of Pain, who, from the looks of the heroes they've banned, they do fear those nuking heroes. And Queen of Pain is probably the queen of nuking heroes. So it's interesting to see you ban out a Zeus and a Tinker and Gyrocopter, 3 heroes with strong early game damage through spells, and you wouldn't ban the Queen of Pain in all those, out of all those heroes. Team Missing may have an answer for the Queen of Pain that they haven't revealed yet, but I'm unsure. Now, the Phoenix Bird Egg could be a problem so far from the looks of the Simpsons team. Those 3 heroes aren't the strongest or fastest right clickers against a bird, and now another thing you could say is that, well, Phoenix is pretty weak against. If without bird, this is gonna be a rough game for Phoenix right now, as just the damage that could be put out, especially here like Undying against the strength hero in Phoenix. It's pretty devastating. Alright, a Warlock pickup maybe tells you that once again those heroes could have been bursted, but now we do have a bit of backup with the Warlock and the bringing of the Warlock ult. The damage that the golems do could actually really hurt heroes like a hero like Queen of Pain. So it makes her feel a bit less safe. But with only a Witch Doctor stun that's not an ultimate, I'm still a bit worried about their ability to keep the Queen of Pain contained in a team fight. They just have to rely on the raw damage that they're gonna be bringing out. Like Phoenix, she disables pretty well in the attack speed department, but against the like spell casting, it's not all magical, it's physical and dazzle, but the casting damage, it doesn't affect auto attacks. And now with the pickup of the Clinks, this Phoenix, who previously had felt safe against the first 3 picks, now I'd feel worried now with Clinks' Strife, or Strife, that's a mediocre MOBA. Strafe ability, that at bonus attack speed could easily decimate a Phoenix egg, and that worry that the Simpsons may have had has just been pretty much alleviated with that pick. But Clinks is also a pretty strong diffusal blade pickup with the changes to Syrian arrows, which gives a possibility that golems might not feel safe either. The silencer ban makes me wonder if they're gonna go for another strong team fight carry, maybe. Because overall, from the looks of it, if Team Missing has their ults up, I think they do devastate, if like at even farm levels, the Simpsons in a team fight. Just even with Clinks to potentially kill the egg, the damage reduction by Shadow Fiend, the damage through the Shadow Fiend ult, Witch Doctor ult, and just the lack of a true stun, the Simpsons have to rely on getting a kill to get rid of these ultimates. They can't rely on a bash or stun so far, unless this does change with either a strong support pick like in maybe like a Lion, or but another way they could go about it would be picking up the AA. The AA could prevent the healing factors from Witch Doctor, Warlock, and Phoenix. That's 3 heals there, and that's pretty large. And they're squishy heroes. An AA Clinks pick-off team may be enough to probably nuke down most of the heroes on the team, unless they pick up very tanky items. Now, they're waiting out their time right now, and they pick up the Drow Ranger. That's actually a very outstanding pick. I mean, look at that. 5 ranged heroes. It's time to push. It's time to push. You got pretty strong right click damage, and all the issues that you had about controlling the Queen of Pain now, they are kind of alleviated by that strong silence that Dry Ranger brings. Now, what are we gonna do about the Dry Ranger? I don't know what the Simpsons are planning, but it'll be interesting. They pick up, and they're running low on time. Hopefully the Simpsons don't random, or do they let Ice Frog? They pick the Ursa, and that's a lot of hate for the Phoenix. And now they have a blink, another strong blink initiation on the Ursa, using that ult on a Shadow Fiend. Almost makes it like irrelevant, the damage. Now the damage reduction will still apply, but that's a pretty strong pick in this game, I'd say. Now they still are lacking stuns, but a Basher maybe coming out from Ursa sooner than later will alleviate those stun missing top. We're gonna pause going out of the start, but there's gonna be time to announce the people, and luckily no one has really hard to pronounce names. On Phoenix, we got Skylight. I assume he'll be going in the off. Who's Ancient Apparitions in the Courier? But Skylight's on the Phoenix, Biscuit on the Warlock, W on the Dry Ranger, Joker on the mid Shadow Fiend, I'd assume, and Leo on your Witch Doctor, and that will be team missing for you. Rating side. Dire side, the Simpsons, or misspelled Simpsons, is gonna be Bazooka on the offlane Clinks. Ooh, ballsy play. Ballsy plays. Offlane Clinks. You got Bart Simpson on your Queen of Pain, Epic on your Ursa, Sekovic on your Dazzle, and Tifa or Tipa on your Undying. So this will be a support Undying coming out, and we got some aggressive movements coming out from the Simpsons. Oh, God. Wow. And they do drop a ward. It's alright enough ward placement, and I don't think it'll spot it out. Now the Phoenix, who's going in the off lane, has not been given a... Oh, there's the word. Okay. Update inventory space. But... what the bell? Oh! That was a cheeky play from the Phoenix. A good attempt by Skylight, but unable to pull through in the end. Now we'll be seeing that the camp was blocked by Bazooka. So this does give him a slight advantage over the Phoenix, who was unable to get the block on the creeps nor the camp. After that cheeky play for the rune, the greed did not pay off, and he doesn't block. He chooses not to block the camp. He chooses to place a defensive ward to prevent death. Now the Witch Doctor cask is actually pretty good against Icarus Dive, just because of how it moves, and it can stun you like midair, so it could cancel the dive. Fury Swipe picked up first by Ursa, makes it easier to last it, a lot easier to last it as the first hit applies. That's a free Quelling Blade pretty much, coming out from the Ursa by using Fury Swipes. Now it's same amount of elastics, pretty even elastics. This may be a pretty good looking even game right now. Meanwhile, some harass is put out on Clinks by Witch Doctor, and oh, I'm an idiot. Witch Doctor's but oh god, oh, no sleep last night. Yeah, there's like no stuns. All right, so Phoenix should be pretty safe now. She does have to worry about damage, like just straight up being damaged. It's kind of weird. But like, an issue with Phoenix a lot of time is that she loses health for her spells, or it loses health for its spells, and you could get really easily harassed out of the lane with a Dazzle and a Dying. And an Ursa if he's able to get any hits off. Harass. Clink, spot lane, won't really be able to do anything. Maybe he could get greedy and pull off a cheeky play like killing a greedy support, but is this in range? Oh no, is it barely out of range? I actually can't tell. Huh. I can't tell there. It looks like it's in range. Just barely, but Witch Doctor does not realize that's behind the camp and will be unable to deward the camp. Now, I don't think they have to worry about that, actually. I think they get aggressive, they harass out the Clinks, and they just push. I think they'll be fine. Clinks only has a salvo. And that definitely limits his abilities to maybe play a bit more up and aggressive. And we already got mid lane. Bart Simpson takes down Joker as Shadow Fiend. I miss another first blood. And, well, you know what? Deal with it. Now, he does get brought down low, but he's able to afford his bottle with this, and he should be able to go get a rune. They drop him a TP. He's also able to afford the bottle though, so it'll be okay. It's not a complete disaster like the previous game. For the mid last game. The Queen of Pain died last game. But this game, overall, high amounts of last hits coming from both sides. Dry Ranger slightly edging out the Ursa. Meanwhile, Witch Doctor looking to deny maybe the farm. Oh, no, they're just stacking. Plus, there's a bounty in bottom still, and yeah, okay. Witch Doctor be looking to take that. So when you play the Clinks in the off lane, or heroes like Clinks in the off lane, normally you'd want to secure the rune, but for now they're not really putting too much pressure on him. He's getting a decent amount of last hits. He has more last hits than the Phoenix, so good for him. They are able to deward that top lane, and Phoenix is in the dark now. It's dangerous for Phoenix. He's got Phoenix. It has to stay safe in the off lane. You know, mid lane, a quick rotation by the Warlock, and yeah, he's 2 tangos, but quick rotation, and they're able to get the kill and the heal up on the Shadow Fiend, and he's a bit okay, kinda. He's pretty low though. He has to be careful about the quick TP in from a Queen of Pain, who just comes and kills him. Yeah, this is what we're talking about right here. I'm not able to click on people. That's very low. Now Ursa's pulled ahead, a bit more ahead than last hits, and they do have a little bit of chip damage on the tower. Most towers are pretty healthy at this point. That's the only tower taking some real amount of damage. Now I really expect that to change once we hit around the 10-minute mark, 15-minute mark, when this Drow Ranger hits her 6 and is really able to start damaging people. Now she does go an interesting build, I'd say. You go normally as a Drow Ranger. When you pick a Drow Ranger in this situation, the 5 ranged hero strat, you normally would max the passive first, or I guess it's an active, but the aura, the Drow Ranger aura, that is a DD rune picked up by Shadow Fiend. And now we're going to be seeing that Clink's going to get a pick off on Witch Doctor. That's absolutely huge for his offlane. He has a soul ring. He's level 6 now, and well, I think it's safe to say that missing has not successfully kept this Clinks in check. Now they do have a stack. They were trying to stack the camps, but Clinks is pulling out ahead in this offlaner versus offlaner. Look, he's got to kill and almost double the last hits of the Phoenix, so he's gonna run into some problems. The Phoenix, maybe. He's not level 5 yet, or he's not level 6 yet. He's close though. Now, Clinks is low on mana, but with a Soul Ring, he should be able to, with the correct creep, pop either of the supports. Depending on which Doctor casket bounced. When we look at the middle lane matchup, it's pretty even. They're both around 7, and they're really close in hot stats. I mean, if you look at the Knives, it pretty much brings it back to even. You're gonna level up at around the same time. And this Phoenix, they'd be looking for a kill, but I don't think they're able to get it. No, they're not able to get a kill. They don't have a good disable, and this is the problem of the Simpsons lineup. Their lack of a strong disable. They have that stun on Dazzle with Poison Touch maxed, but I mean, I don't think you max it until like much later. The only benefit they have is that they can just nuke before the TPs can get off, and now you'll have your Witch Doctor drop. Queen of Pain, a strong rotation along with the Clinks, and they're able to get a kill. Witch Doctor did pick up the bounty rune, but his death just brings Clinks more ahead. And let's look at net worth. Yeah, Clinks is right behind Shadowfiend. Now, Drow Ranger is leading in net worth overall. She's had pretty much an uncontested lane, and that's letting her be as good. Oh no, that word. And that Sentry word will drop, and now there's just that word up there. I can't do anything about it. But this Phoenix, considering the lane they have, I don't think it'd be. Oh, bottom lane, Clinks solo kill on your Drow Ranger, and he's fine. He's completely safe. You can't let that happen though. With 2 heals on your team, you cannot, and both of them on your supports. You can't let that happen. There's no real stats in the jungle for Shadowfiend, so there's nothing that's gonna bring him too far ahead. And we do see a short dive, and he will get away. Phoenix able to survive another attempt to kill him, but these maybe more so harassing than an attempt to escape. And Queen of Pain gets a double kill. Clinks gets 1. That's 3. And will she go down? She's low, but no, he's not. And now Shadowfiend is in trouble. He's out of mana, and everyone will survive from The Simpsons. It's 1-7 in the kills, and this is not what you wanted against No Stun Team. Now, No Stun Team, that isn't a problem, I guess, till later. Right now, the huge output of damage that comes from Clinks and Queen of Pain at these early levels, these squishy heroes, yeah, look, they all have less than 1,000 health. Like, how many? That's like a few right clicks from Clinks and the Scream, and you're dead. There's nothing you can do against that. You just have to play defensive, or just be really on the ball with your disables. Now they're able to get a D ward up. And now it's gonna be a bit dark on the whole bottom side of the map. You're scared to be in your jungle almost with the way. Yeah, look at this. You got Dazzle in your jungle, and alright, so the tower drops, and now Ursa's kind of low, and he's worried, but no, the counter. The counter that Ursa brings against a Phoenix just makes it borderline impossible to get the egg off. And you struggle to do anything. I don't know what you do. Phoenix, this game's ult's gonna have to be used in situations where on a high ground, on a cliff, where he can't be attacked. Because if he can be, the Ursa is going to basically make him irrelevant. And even then, at that high ground, the Clinks could still attack. But you removed half of the problem, but one of those would have been a full problem in itself, so... Right now, as a Phoenix, you struggle to know what to do. When it comes to using your ult correctly. Use it to survive, maybe tick damage almost. So get out of jail free card.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Shadow Fiend is getting close to his mech, and after you get the mech on Shadow Fiend, I wonder if that's the sign that you need to group up. Now, Shadow Fiend is putting out a lot of damage thanks to the Drowned Aura. That's an extra 22 damage, and this is where the strength of this lineup is coming from. This push. This early push that they can do, but Ursa comes in. And they'll be looking to get them, but their ability to disengage? No, they won't be able to disengage. That'll be 3 dead. This Clinks is on a mega streak. Good kill by Shadow Fiend. Is he able to get 2? He's able to get 2. And that actually turns into a 4 for 3. Drow Ranger on the side takes out another. Double kill. Almost a complete team wipe for both sides. And overall, we'll check out the gold changes, and that is actually an advantage for Missing. It looks like a complete disaster in the fight for them, but they're able to turn it around. Clutch raises by the Shadow Fiend. He's able to take 2 with him. Drow Ranger stays to her ground and just takes out 2. And now they're going to be able to get that tower, and they're feeling a bit of a resurgence for Missing. They want to prevent a stomp. They don't want to get stomped. They don't want to be pulverized into the ground so soon. Their lineup hasn't been allowed to fully show its power, show the strength of the aura strat with Drow Ranger. Now, Drow Ranger has a Shadow Blade now, and this could give her a jump on a hero like Queen of Pain. You silence Queen of Pain after you get 1 right click of the Shadow Blade, and you could kill her. She can't run away. She does have 1,000 health, but that might not be tanky enough. Clinks, they'll know he picked up the DD rune, and now Witch Doctor, oh, he's gonna be in trouble. That's 2-shot, insane damage output coming out from him. And now another might go down. He's still got strafe. Oh no. Oh no, he goes for the Drow. Smart play, a heads up play. He gets another. Now he's getting greedy. He realizes that he's gonna be dead. He takes a 4th. 4 kills from the Clinks. He took 4 with him to the grave. And now Phoenix has flown into an area of the town that he doesn't want to go into, but he may take down Queen of Pain. She's burning, getting low. She will survive, and Phoenix goes down instead. That's a 4-for-1 engagement. No, 5-for-1 engagement if you include the Witch Doctor's death. And yeah, let's see that not only picks up the Phoenixes. And after that momentum swing by Missing, it goes right back the other way. That hump on the gold chart, it went right back down right after that. And, well, that's unfortunate. Missing. Almost starting to come back now. They do have the mech from the Shadow Fiend, and he looks to be going for the Shadow Blade. And Ursa will be taking Roshan. Already has his Vlads up. He's nearing maybe Blink Dagger. But Roshan, oh, they're gonna be giving it to Clinks. He's so far ahead. He has a Desolator already. 16 minutes in the offlane. Wow. I wish I could have Clinks as my offlaner. Look at that guy. He knows what he's doing. Now a Haste Rune, and oh no, Shadow Fiend. Be dropping the ult, but won't do any damage as a result of Ursa's ult. And slowed attack speed. He's getting low, and Shallow Grave saves him, and Warlock goes down. Now, what do you do in this situation, Radiant Fire? You gotta, They might dive your tower. They probably will. They have an Aegis up still. On their huge damage dealing Clinks. And look at the minus armor. This is gonna start to hurt. Shadow Fiend down in 4 clicks. Witch Doctor's down in 1. And oh, but the Phoenix ult is not being focused. And they don't have vision for Drow Ranger. Phoenix looking to take down maybe Dazzle. And he will take down the Dazzle. Good play by the Phoenix. Silence up by Drow. Will he be able to take down? Oh, that's only the Aegis. You guys gotta get out. Missing. Or will they fight? No, they will not fight. Neither side wants to fight. They accept their losses and back out. Now, that wasn't such a bad fight from them. You know, that was alright. But Clinks, look at the net worth. Yeah, Clinks is pretty dangerous looking right now. The supports on missing Leo and Biscuit. You gotta be scared if you're them. Going even that he could easily tower dive a Warlock. Even a Witch Doctor as well, unless you get some lucky cask bounces. But the Coconut is still not sure if it'll save him. Phoenix is low and is hiding. That Midas pickup from Phoenix. It's for the levels, I know, but I guess nothing's wrong with it because as the Phoenix this game, you're gonna be struggling no matter what, and I don't think any item will really save you as the Phoenix. And Shadow Fiend being hunted. Will he go in? It'd be a risky play, but oh. He may catch out the Warlock. The Warlock looks pretty isolated. And yeah, he starts to go in. And this might have been bad timing, Clinks. It'll be a stun, a slow, and Clinks will fall to the Witch Doctor? Yes, the Witch Doctor. A nice little gift for the Witch Doctor. Getting him some gold. Poor guy. Not as poor as the Warlock, mind you. Warlock, still working on brown boots. Not much to work with. But yeah. I guess you want more use out of your Witch Doctor? Maybe the Aghanims on your Witch Doctor? No, but he'll be picking up the wards. I'm unsure of whose Aghanims upgrade you'd find more use in. The distinct lack of disables hurts both sides in this case for the Witch Doctor's ult. There's not really a good way to cancel it other than just kill him, and there's not a good way to set up for it other than Warlock ult, but that's 165 seconds. That's a longer cooldown than your Witch Doctor ult. 80. Now, they drop the weave, it does hit 4. Where's it all by? And look, that's a Warlock ult dropped. And we see a good Witch Doctor ult isolates the Queen of Pain. She will go down. And now the Phoenix Egg unable to get killed. And now that's a 4 for 3. And Clinks is getting low. He's gonna want to get out. Will he burn? He's gonna burn. That's a full 5-man wipe coming out from Missing. And Missing, the right-click damage coming out from every single hero on this team really hurts. It really hurts. That Tombstone is not feeling the effectiveness that the Simpsons want it to, and that was shown there. Even with Queen of Pain's ult, everything, Shadow Fiend not able to drop thanks to the mech. Mech's really paying off as well. Smart item choices overall are helping out Missing against the deficit, and we look at that gold graph. It's almost equal at 20 minutes. And they're pulling it back after a shaky start. Ooh, DD Phoenix, scary. That Midas, almost 3k gold. Will this be a Shiva's pickup or Halberd? Oh, looks like it'll be Halberd. And, well, you can't argue against the halberd this game against Clinks and Ursa. So that'll be a strong pickup. Very strong pickup. And he'll be gaining that soon thanks to that Midas. That Midas is paying off.
다이어의 하부 포탑이 공격받고
Along with
있습니다.
these very beneficial fights for them, but
다이어의
well,
하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
we'll see.
다이어의 하부
They're able
포탑이
to pick off the
공격받고
Shadow
있습니다.
Fiend. He was an easy enough kill. Lots of invis coming out from both sides, and both teams are responding pretty well to it, picking up those dusts and vision of the enemy.
레디언트의 중부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
Tier 1 tower looked to drop. No, clutch deny coming out from
레디언트의 중부
Skylight.
포탑이
This guy's
디나이드였습니다.
being a player now. He's doing the best he can with the awkward pick of this hero in this game, and he's been playing pretty well in these fights. And look at that easy pick off. Warlock, and look, you're fighting down a dude, and Big Ult comes out. Witch Doctor will drop by Clink. Oh, might not have been applied, and your Ursa, the grave was a nice thought, but no, he survives. No brand damage. It doesn't stay on. He wasn't dedicated.
레디언트의 상부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다.
And now Phoenix. Most of his spells on cooldown, and Shadow Fiend just reveals himself. Now we'll see what the items each team are working towards. We'll be seeing maybe BKB coming out from the Clinks, and BKB coming out from both Queen. So mass BKB is coming out from the Simpsons, and now, it's gonna be asking for a pause, and while mass BKBs are coming out for the Simpsons, for missing, you do have that halberd still getting picked up by Skylight, and maybe a butterfly coming out for W. That's actually a really strong item. Huge amount of agi. Not as much Z-Blade, but a bit more reasonable considering what Drow is trying to do. Is right-click E-Blade. Kind of counterintuitive, but could be a strong situational pick. Now, if Drow Ranger gets something else, maybe her own halberd, I don't think that would be entirely worth it, or like a Solar Crest or some other shit. I think the butterfly is the way to go, and that's probably the way that she's going with her build. Which side picks up a casual cloak, which I kind of question. Maybe it'll be for Glimmer Cave, but the dependence on invis from missing is kind of worrying. If they think invis is what's going to get them out of the engagements and allow them to disengage, I think they're gonna be mistaken. Like, yeah, they're just gonna be mistaken in that idea. But it could just be a casual one, or for a pipe, maybe then physical and pure damage coming out from 4 of their heroes. Mix. Any sort of magic is just curious. And now we'll be looking for a big engagement in the bottom lane. Possibly everyone's TPing down, other than Shadow Fiend. Does he not have a TP? He doesn't have a TP. And they do spot the Clinks out. Clinks knows he's been spotted. Will back away, unable to get dusted, and Witch Doctor. Maybe on the wrong side. And they're getting surrounded. All 5 of the Simpsons are bottom. And Clinks looking for a kill possibly. Maybe get a straggler in the Shadow Fiend. I don't know if he can go for that kill. But, well, looks like they're able to defend bot lane, but it slows down the farm on everybody, to be fair. Alright, big smoke, 5-man smoke coming out from missing. And they'll be looking to engage. Maybe they'll check Roche. It's not spawning yet, but yeah, it's unfortunate for them. That could have been a sneaky Roche attempt if it had spawned, but no. And now they spot out on dying, but they don't have any disable, and this smoke gank's kind of moot. as a result. 2 of them are spotted. You're not gonna just see the Shadow Fiend and Warlock smoke alone, so you know that's what it is. The Simpsons able to avoid a possible disaster. And checking at the net worth. The Simpsons have slowly, kind of out of efficiency's sake, just taken back their gold lead. Not through any sort of really any kills, just straight up efficiency, and that's some Dota to show how good of a team the Simpsons apparently are. Now, missing, I don't know if they're pressured. They're feeling pressured right now to get something done. It could be a mistake, but the halberd is picked up by Phoenix, and now they are ready to push. The strong tower push that's coming out from them means that even if the Simpsons have the lead, they're still getting objectives, and yeah, that's another objective take. Almost denied. Alright, denied by Clinks. And Roshan is spawning, I think, soon, if I'm reading the clock correctly. I probably am reading it wrong. Ursa has the money for BKB. Not sure if he's saving for buyback, but he probably knows he has to get out soon. Yeah, he's popping out right now. That dire observer ward probably spotted them, but well.
레디언트의 하부 포탑이 공격받고 있습니다. 레디언트의 구조물이 강화되었습니다.
Roshan's up, and it looks like Ursa immediately wants to go take it, maybe? Or he might take the Ancients first, not really sure yet. Tower bomb finally killed, and if you're right side, if you're missing, do you just push? Do you? Because you definitely outpush them, and as crazy as that sounds, with the Clinks with really high damage, you definitely outpush. You just, without proper execution, you just probably don't outfight, especially with an Aegis picked up by the Ursa. This could possibly be an engagement. Clinks looks to be doing what he's been doing almost the entire game, and that's wrap around and get a pick up on a support. He's been doing it just like a machine. He's been doing this sort of thing. And now we got a drop of the Warlock ult, Witch Doctor ult, but he drops instantly. Shadow Fiend can't get his ult off. Drow Ranger goes down. Phoenix is the only one to serve. No, she dives back into the friend. Wow, what a TP. Luckily, no stuns. Still no stuns. So, luckily for Phoenix, the TP out and dive strat worked out for her. And I don't give a shit. In the end. But that's a big fight for the Simpsons. That momentum that was started building up for missing is kind of gone now. It's kind of gone after a fight like that. Now, I wouldn't be discouraged. Oh, no, let's just get a dive away. Yeah. The Phoenix is really hard to kill right now. Unless she drops her ult. That is almost the easiest way to kill the Phoenix. And other than that, if you have dive up, there's almost no way to cancel it. Wow, what a blink! He's able to blink behind Drow Ranger. Getting low, but Ursa is as well. And Ursa will drop. That's the Aegis. Will he have a blink dagger up in time? I can't check. He chooses not to. He chooses to go in. He realizes the minus armor is up and Drow Ranger drops. She might need to buy back if they want to continue fight, or they might just concede the racks. Not sure. Phoenix has her dive already used, so she's down. The minus armor though is completely destroying missing against this physical damage. It's not even the Queen of Pain's spells, it's just her pure right clicks. Now, Good raises coming out. And they're able to get one, maybe two. But not three. Almost three. Dazzle's pretty low. But, well, you lose a set of racks. That's not good. That's not what you wanted in a Dry Ranger range strat. But, it's nowhere near over. They could still defend this, and ooh, a Diffusal Blade picked up from Queen of Pain. And, well, that's some extra bonus Warlock hit. Meanwhile, Klink's probably looking to pick up Daedalus or MKB. It's his choice. Depends what he wants to go for. Dry Ranger just hasn't been able to earn the farm to build anything after that pickup of the evasion talisman. Overall, from the outlook or the perspective, I guess, of missing, I think you look at it and say, we just need to make it so they don't keep getting Rosh. We need to take our Rosh. We can take Rosh just as fast as them, just because we have so much right click. But this right click isn't helping as much as it could, just because of the strong nuke damage of oh boy, DD's picked up. And wow, 3 clicked. Shadow Fiend is getting kills easily with any support. Oh god, and they dropped the ult on that's kind of cruel. That might have been unnecessary, but now you got 2 down. Shadow Fiend does have buyback and he has ult, but he will have not full souls. So you worry about that. They ping out top lane and they're gonna go. They care not for the need for creeps, and they will just right click it down. Yeah, we see that Basher being built up, but will it even matter? Phoenix drops the egg at the last second. Halberds and Undying getting low. Burn damage. Will it hit? Yes, but is it enough to kill? That is the question. And yes, it will be. They both die, but you lose another set of racks in the process. Dry Ranger getting low. Clinks. 2 shots. BKB is active, and Warlock Golem looks like he's in a bad spot. Well, you're able to take the racks and the bot tower. Bot lane is your last salvation. And, well, I think you're going to struggle. Now, your team is going to have a rough time. Let's see, is that the full Daedalus? No, that's MKB. Okay, and they called GG. They realized 2 racks down, 34 minutes in, they can't do it. The Clinks is way too far ahead. The Queen of Pain is way too far ahead. And the game will be over. Good game by both. Missing had some surprise, like little jumps back into the game. But they just weren't able to effectively control the Queen of Pain and Clinks. Neither team had really any stuns. Very limited in stuns for either team. But Clinks and Queen of Pain and Ursa were able to make more effective use of those lack of stuns.